All right, and welcome to another random review and how-to. You saw me pulling everything in here. Today, we're gonna be reviewing the Deer Valley Double Bowl Farmhouse Sink. As you might be able to tell, we are kind of doing a little bit of construction here in the kitchen, doing it ourselves. So for the majority of everything that we're working on, this is gonna be part of a bigger video, hopefully on the channel, that I'll link down below when it's done. So if you're seeing this early, there's no video, it's not done yet. We've already painted our kitchen cabinets, and we're not gonna talk about that here. I talk about that in the other video. But we're getting ready to bring in granite. So I already met with the granite company, and if you're doing a farmhouse sink, there's kind of a process you have to be conscious of while you're moving through it. So before a company will come out and measure new countertops, if you're doing a sink like this, a farmhouse sink that's gonna be underneath, this needs to be in place and installed before they can actually come do your measurements. So we bought the sink, we got it in, we're about 3 weeks out from measuring. I wanted to give myself enough time to do what I have to do here in the counter. And I'll talk about that in my other video. In this video, I just want to show the sink, see what it comes with, things I'm thinking about, and things you should think about too. So I'm just going to read from some notes here so we know exactly what we got here. This is a Deer Valley 33-inch by 20-inch double bowl farmhouse workstation sink apron, front sinks, white fire clay farm kitchen sink with grid, sink strainers, and workstation accessories. So immediately on this, you can see there's a lip here that goes around the front. That is actually for the accessories that I have that came with this. So the instruction manual comes. The first thing I did was carry this thing in, as you saw. It's heavy. It is not light. It weighs about 120 pounds in the box here, but the box is kind of awkward to handle because of its width and weight. So we have the sink. I got it here, got it up on the table. I opened it. The first thing I did is I checked everything inside and out around the edges to make sure there wasn't any cracks. There's no damage, no nicks. I can't see underneath, but I'll eventually get the bowl out to look there. But it's the first thing I would do is just check it before. That way you can put everything right back in. If you have to send it back, tape it up, send it back. So this is from Amazon. At the time of doing this, the price on this was about $340. Again, I'm going to link below. If you are going with this type of sink or you're going to go with the Deer Valley, if you click that link down below, helps us, it helps you when you purchase. So let's go through and see what this comes with. What we really liked about this sink, and it was something we wanted to think about, was beyond the utility of the sink, what's inside? We got our 2 drains that are centered out. The bowls are exactly centered the same. My wife was thinking, does she want to go with something smaller on one side, bigger on another? Does this look too much like a utility sink? For me, it's about function and cooking in the kitchen. So we kind of have 2 variations of what style we wanted, but I wanted something that had a little more use to it. So that's why we went with the one that had the lip. The bottom here, you got 2 racks that it came with. These racks go right down inside. Just like so, and that's for 2 things. One, it's to help you drain. If you like to clean in one side and move it around, this helps it just not sit on the bottom. The other thing is it's kind of a protector. So because I cook a lot, I use a lot of stainless steel. If I'm coming in here with a pan that's heavy and I accidentally drop it, it's gonna hit this middle frame first. So I would always recommend, if you're gonna get a sink, if it does not come with these, this came with all these accessories I'm gonna show, definitely get racks that go in the bottom. I think that's really important for not only protecting the sink, but use when you're actually using it. So some of the other things that came in, 2 little styrofoam containers, and it has these drains. So these drains are perfect. Inside of these drains, there's actually a strainer, so I'll open that up as well. But it comes with both parts. So if you're going to do a garbage disposal, you might have to do a little bit of editing on the fit here, because you're obviously not going to want to be able to have all these pieces hanging down. You're gonna have to get it to fit. But what I like about this is this little gasket here just kind of sits in. It's a lid, it pops in. It has a little rubber washer around the edge that I could just kind of feel grabbing. I could see that over time probably wearing down a little bit. I'm just trying to think ahead of things and problems. If I kept it up a little bit though, it's still not gonna let water drain. So the other nice cool thing is they put this little basket strainer in. So if you're gonna use this and you don't have a garbage disposal, you're not planning on using the garbage disposal, this is great because it has a little bit of a depth to it, fits right in there, and then you have your lid on top. So I have 2 of these that came with it, the other one's in this box. 2 of these come. I think that's a great feature of this. So I really like these drains that come with it. It feels pretty sturdy too. It's got everything it looks like I need if I was just gonna go down. But like I said, I'm also gonna be using a garbage disposal as well. So got that piece. Here we got a box. I actually don't know what's in this box, so I'm gonna open it, see what we got. feel like I should know. Oh, I know what this is. It's a top strainer. So this is just a lid that's going to go on top. You can hear my son chattering his teeth over there. He's battling a little case of something. So go ahead and pull this piece out. This is actually really nice. So this is rubber. These are rubber. They're bendable. See, they're a little pliable. This just fits right on top. So it's an extra little strainer. I like that rubber of it. That way I'm not like dropping something on there. It's very rubbery. It folds right up. That is really cool. So you can kind of leave that off to the side. And then the last piece that we have inside of here, which is really something I really liked. I'll probably use it as a cutting board. I can see my wife using this as well. There's a little bit of a drain over here. But on this side, we do a lot of washing of fruits and vegetables and stuff. I'm cutting constantly, putting stuff down on a disposal. So this is great. Again, it's a utility. It's got four little rubber dots on it, so it sits on here. Very nice. Again, a little bit of a strainer area there. You could probably stick some knives in there if you wanted to hang down, which is cool. I like that. So again, the utility part of this was getting all of these extra additives in here. So overall, this sink, when we were looking, we actually went to a couple suppliers locally that sell these things, and Amazon beat the price by at least half. This one was actually a little bit lower than half of what we were getting quoted, and we were getting a discount. The market price that they were giving us was 3 times as much. So I highly recommend looking at Amazon. First, if you're going to be doing this farmhouse, yeah, you got to ship it to yourself. You got to get it there, get it in, but you're going to need this beforehand. So the plan from here, now that we have our sink, again, a great sink, a lot of utility to it. Again, if this is what you're doing, Deer Valley has a whole bunch to look from. So if you click this over, you'll be able to see, if you scroll down on Amazon, you're going to see related products. That's where you get in all the Deer Valley things. I also added, there's a 4 or 5 year plan that you could add on top. I think it's 4 years. It's $60, $70 like that. I added that because knowing how much I cook, knowing how rough we are in our kitchen, should I drop something in here and it cracks or nicks or stains, that's all something I was in the research you hear about. These things can crack, they could chip. Some people say they do, some people say they don't. We'll find out. But I added that plan on. It's 4 years, it covers it. It's $60 for me. It makes sense just in case anything goes wrong, I know it's gonna be replaced. So, next steps, what I was talking about. My next steps are to get this actually out of the box, get some measurements on it, because what I'm gonna have to do then is kind of frame out on this top part what's coming out of here. This whole piece is gonna come out. So I wanna make sure that I have it centered up exactly. I have to cut out my sink, pull all this out. That's gonna be in the other video we link down below. But if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments about this, I answer constantly, so put them down below and we'll answer you. I wanna thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.